Wednesday, season 2 is officially done. My full review. Like, subscribe for more reviews, reactions, and whatever the hell. And thank you for coming back, if you are a returning viewer. So overall, season 2, I liked a lot better than season 1. I didn't feel that way about the first half. When they released the first set of episodes, I was disappointed because they're like, oh, it's like a movie. And it's going to be way more epic and way dramatic, blah, blah, and I didn't feel that way. It felt like season 1. And it's not, this thing is, my goddamn light thing is breaking. Stay still. We good? We good. Anyways, first half, didn't care. See, I don't like editing out mistakes. I like everything being raw off the cuff because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Part 2, on the other hand, felt epic. It had that degree of drama and movie-like quality in the last 2 episodes. Overall, I think it is, as far as my expectations went for this season 2, a disappointment. But I still enjoy it because the one thing that these 2 seasons have is a rewatchability and a ease of watching, unlike most shows. Like, I could put these on and just watch it for fun very easily. The dialogue is great. The aesthetic is great. The music is great. It's visual eye candy. Beautiful sets. Beautiful cinematography. Beautiful editing. Like, everything about it on a technical level is just wonderful to watch. Wonderful to listen to. Great dialogue pieces. Great quips. It's like fucking Daffy Duck. And so, yeah. Even though I think the stories in both seasons I don't really care for, it's hard for me to get invested in them. It's mainly because I think the villains are weak. And I think that both times. Like, season 1 and season 2, at the end of the day, the biggest problem with the show is that the villains are weak. You don't have a reason to get attached to these villains. Like, they're very corny. And, like, the first one was a pilgrim. Evil pilgrim. And this one, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's all these very cliche things. I'm so sick of Tyler. I wish that they had a villain that had a proper motivation. Had a proper intellect behind his motivation. The ability to argue a reasoning for what they're doing that makes someone go, I understand. You know, like Thanos. Thanos had a logic to his madness. He wanted to deplete. He wanted to save resources at the risk of them being depleted by overpopulation, by wiping away half the universe, thinking that it solved the majority of problems. It made sense as an argument. You look at Kilgrave. Kilgrave thought Wakanda had so many resources, so many riches, and that it was isolating itself in the world, and that was to the detriment of black people, which they owe. Saying the whole black community around the world is very poor, and here you are living like kings and queens, and you don't help. And I feel like that argument is very logical and reasonable, and you get behind it. These arguments are, we just hate outcasts, and we're bad because bad. And I just don't feel that they have the depth that they need to make a great back and forth show. Because you have a depthful protagonist, great characters on the good side, and just bad, boring characters on the bad side. And that's what they need to figure out for season 3. Is give me both. I want to see a Patrick Bateman-like character where I can hear him and understand him and like him even though he's bad, and I can get behind something. I want to get a Kilgrave. I want somebody who has a logic that I'm like, I get you. I see where you're coming from, regardless if you're the bad guy. And that's the biggest flaw in part 1 and part 2, and season 1, season 2, is the stat. Gwendoline Christie's characters, you see in the trailer, she's in the marketing and stuff like that. She doesn't really need to be there, but I get it. They brought her back. She had a fun point. I think the best episode, I'm not going to say what it is, but it was where 2 people swap. If you know, you know. That episode was fantastic. That was a very fun episode. Absolutely loved it. Overall, I'm going to give it a 3.5. It has all the likability to it. It just needs villains, and I really wish that they could have a writer going over villains. I don't like the sheriff, by the way. This fat girl. Because I'm like, I like the old cranky guy because he felt like a real human being. She felt like a TV character. She didn't even feel like a character. She felt like just, I don't understand why they didn't bring the other guy back. I'm like, she just didn't feel like anything. So didn't like her at all. I feel like the Wednesday beef with her mom dragged on too long. I like Wednesday's grandmother. I thought she was a fantastic character. I wish Enid had more to do. I think Enid was very sidelined. Because they have all... That is another flaw of the shows. They have all these characters, and Wednesday's the only one that actually does anything, and everybody else is very sidelined. Like, I think Joyce Sunday's character, bald siren girl, it's a very lame character. Same with Snakehead Boy. Very lame character. All these characters, I'm like, you need to have less characters if you're not going to give them reasons for existing. And they don't really have reasons for existing. Wednesday does, her family does, and Enid did. But you really need to work on it. So it's a show that's both good and bad. It's good on the world. The world is an A+. Tim Burton knows what he's doing. The acting is an A+. The technical is an A+. But the story itself is not. Weak side characters and horrendously weak villains. So overall, those are my thoughts on Wednesday Season 2. Still love the show just because it's so easy to watch. But I want to see them do better. And I like to see a Wednesday movie as opposed to a season. I don't need to see a season. Give me a movie. I think a movie would be more interesting. I want to see Mike Flanagan direct a Wednesday movie. So comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought about it, like, yada yada. And thank you for returning if you did.